This is the guided practice for 3.3, and what we're doing here is we're multiplying decimals by a whole number. Alright, so the way you do this, if you recall, with adding and subtracting decimals, it was so important to line up the decimal. With multiplying and dividing, you don't need to worry about lining up decimals. Don't even worry about the decimal. Let me show you. 2.7 times 6. I'm going to pretend the decimal's not even there for now. So 7 times 6 is 42. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 4 more is 16. So I get 162. Now, I got to worry about the decimal. I'm going to bring the decimal out, and I'm going to count how many times it comes out. One place value it comes out. So I start here and go in one place value, and my answer is 16.2. So I got to figure out how many times it goes out, and it has to go back in. It's like when you're riding a bike or walking, what goes up must come down. So if you go up 1, you got to come down 1. In this one, if you come out a decimal place value, come out one place value, you got to go in one place value. All right, let's look at number 2. You have 0.52. 52 is a cool number. That's Clay Matthews' number. Okay. So we have 0.52 times 3. I'm not going to worry about the decimal. I'm just going to do the multiplication that I know how to do. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay. Now, I have 156. I start at my decimal. I got to take it out, and then I got to go in. 1, 2. Okay, it goes out 2. 1, 2. So I need to go into 1.56. Okay. Let's look at this next one. 5. I'm going to put the 0.09 on top. Makes it a little bit easier for me. Multiplying, you can do either one. You can put 5 on top or 9 on top, but I'm going to do it this way. So 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 0 is 0 plus the 4 is 4. So I have a 4, 5. Now I start at my decimal. 1, 2. Takes 2 times to come out. 1, 2. So I have to go in 2 times. 0.45. And there's my answer. Let's see, now we have 0.027 times 4. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 more is 10. 4 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. Now I go out 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Comes to the right 3, so then I start here and go to the left 3. 1, 2, 3. So the answer to this one is 0.108. Okay. 0.071 times 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 0 is 0, plus 5 is 5. 5, 6, 8. Start with my decimal, I bring it out. 1, 2, 3. It's gone. No more decimal. I went out 3s, but I got to take it in 3. 1, 2, 3. 0.568. Okay. Now I have 0.065 times 18. Okay, hopefully you remember how to multiply it by 2 digits. So 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 6, 48, plus 4. 48 plus 4, 52. 8 times 0 is 0, plus 5 is 5. Okay, so I'm done with all those. Now I go to the next. I add my 0, and now I do 1 times 5. is 5. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 0 is 0. I'm going to add these up. 0. 2 plus 5 is 7. 5 plus 6 is 11. 1 plus 0 is 1. So I get 1170. Now I got to do my decimal. Got to take it out. 1, 2, 3. Take it out. Put it back in. 1, 2, 3. So my answer is 1.170. Okay. Let's do number 7 and 8. Those will be our final two of this guided practice. A bee hummingbird has a mass of 1.8 grams. How many grams are 6 hummingbirds and a 4-gram nest? So first let's figure out how much 6 hummingbirds are. We know that each one is 1.8, so 6 times 1.8. Okay, so 8 times 6 is 48. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10. Now the decimal goes out 1, so it comes in 1. So the hummingbirds are 10.8, and I'm going to add a 4-gram nest. So now I do 10.8 and 4. Line up my place value. I can put a decimal there, I can put nothing there, and then I add them up. That's 8, 4, forgot to drop my decimal down, and 1. So the total is 14.8 grams. Okay. Number 8. Justin buys 12 pencils for $56 each. He pays with a $10 bill. How much change will he receive? This is a two-step problem. First we have to figure out the total cost. So 12 times, let's put 56 here, and then we're going to times it by 12. So that'll get us our total cost of the pencils. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1 is 11. Add my 0. 1 times 6 is 6, and 1 times 5 is 5. Now I add those up. 2 plus 0 is 2. 6 plus 1 is 7. And 1 plus 5 is 6. 672. But now I got to do my decimal. 1, 2. 1, 2. So 6.72. There's the cost of my pencils. Which makes sense. This 0.56 is about $0.50, and if I get 12 pencils at $0.50, it's about $6. Okay, so you can use your estimating when you're thinking about this stuff too. I pay with a $10 bill. How much change will I get? So I pay with my 10. I'm going to take away the cost of it, lining up the decimals, because this is subtraction. It's very important. Place value. And I'm going to see what my change is. Can't borrow. Got to go all the way to the end here. This becomes a 0. That becomes a 10. Now, I can borrow from here. That becomes a 9. That becomes a 10. Now I can borrow from here. That 10 becomes a 9, and this becomes a 10. Now I can subtract. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 7 is 2. My decimals drop down. 9 minus 6 is 3, and then the 0. I could bring that down, but I don't need to. So the change I'm going to get is $3.28 after I pay for my pencils with a $10 bill. Okay? All right, this was the guided practice. So go ahead and try the independent practice on page 197, and then there'll be a video for you to check and see how you did.